So I've been having a conversation recently with a bunch of other managed service providers. There was just an online casual chat on social media, and we are talking about some of the challenges that our industry faces. One of the biggest thing, it's no surprise to anyone, is cybersecurity and managing and protecting our clients' data. It's becoming harder and harder to do this, and we're having to deploy more and more tools and skill up a lot in that particular space. But one of the commenters mentioned during these conversations that they felt that the value that, or it was becoming harder to do business in this space. And then when we dug a little bit deeper, we realized that they were talking more about what MSPs have been doing for quite some time, which is about managing servers, managing PCs, and patching software, installing routers, switches, and all of that sort of stuff. And with the remote working scenarios we have now, we're all working from home with our remote Wi-Fi that we just plug in and we it just works, or we hotspot off our phones, all of that sort of stuff. The need for all that infrastructure is becoming less. The need for on-prem servers or on-premises servers is becoming less. No one runs that stuff anymore, and most people are trying to move away from it as fast as possible. You can get this infrastructure as a service from Microsoft, Amazon, and a host of other providers out there. But you can also get all your other applications, your CRM systems, your email systems, and everything else via a software as a service or SaaS, right? Just insert credit card, tell us how many users you need, and within a few minutes you're running, you're operational. So the needs of someone to set up all of this stuff is becoming less. There's still integrators required to help you build out Zapier triggers and rules, etc., and other flows to be able to interconnect. People to help you with seamlessly with Power Automate, and there's other tools out there that can do the same sort of thing, right? To connect these things together. So there's still a little bit of some work going in there, but they're right in a lot of sense that the traditional MSP support models is becoming less and less value. People don't want to pay for that, and rightly so, because it's so easy to help and manage your own things that unless there's a real oddball issue, you can generally just fix it yourself. Now, that might be the case if you're willing to spend and invest a bit of time going through Google and Facebook and trying to, oh, not Facebook, YouTube, trying to work out how to solve these problems. Otherwise, you'll just pay someone and they can come and fix it for you, assuming they can work out how to do it. We've had many instances recently where previous providers have got stumped and couldn't solve the problem. We've come in and managed to work it out. Sometimes by luck, other times just by being very dogged at trying to solve that problem. But I digress. The My comment to this person was that MSPs themselves and the concept of MSP isn't dying out, is not disappearing. What is changing is that we're being forced to change. We're being forced to move up the stack to add more value. I talked about cybersecurity. That's one of those particular workloads where a lot of MSPs are going to try to go up the stack to try to add value. But there's other avenues as well. And this is something that we've really doubled down on, and that's through coaching and advisory. So, coaching is not like training. Well, it's an extension of training. You can go and get, do professional training courses, and it'll teach you everything about a particular product, its features, and all that sort of stuff. It's great. But what it often misses because of their generic by design nature for those courses is how do you apply a particular business problem to all the tools that you might have? And that's where coaching can come in. It actually helps you understand and unlock your very specific problem and apply it and say, right, okay, so you need to know a bit of this, bit of this, bit of this. We string it together like this, and you have a solution, right? And that's how we can start working on. That's coaching. The next one is advisory, and this is really to help people in that decision process around. I have a particular business problem. It's an extension of coaching in a way. I have this particular business problem. I think we need another product in here that we're going to go buy. Let's go and put that together. Or we have these two products, they don't work together. How can we make that happen? So, with this sort of scenario, this is where the advisory comes in. We can have a look at those particular products, get an understanding of what the business is doing, and make some, um, confident suggestions and recommendation on what's the most applicable for that particular business. Does it meet the needs? Does it connect them with your existing systems? Is it going to deliver the outcomes you need? And is it priced effectively? Because quite often what will happen is that you'll get caught up in the hype cycle when you go and start engaging these people, these vendors, and you'll be buying their premium product before you realize what's going on, right? Because they're good at what they do in terms of sales. What we're trying to do is trying to balance that and provide a second opinion, if you like, around is this actually needed for your business? Do you already have the tools that you need? And does it play nice with everything you have together? So, from an MSP, when you're looking at and having a conversation, because I talked about this yesterday, there's three key things you want to be looking at. Are they offering you support? Cool, yes. Can they answer your questions through coaching or other ways? Because you've got all these tools. Can they teach you a little bit about how they work? And B, can they provide you good advice to ensure that you're getting the right value for money and the right services for what your business needs? MSP model, it's not dead, it just needs to evolve.